Hey guys, Musical Elias here today, and I'm back with another video. Now, today's video we're going to be reacting to Citizen Soldier's second album called Relentless, their first song called If These Scars Could Speak. Now, I haven't listened to Citizen Soldier in a while. I kind of was going through, I did mention that, when I did the first album, which was an EP, I did mention that I was going to go back and forth between that, Citizen Soldier's album and Black Veil Bride, but I kind of, diverted from that and went to listen to Ice Nine Kills Silver Scream, because I just thought that the concept of that album was so interesting and intriguing, and it just sounded very well that I had to check that out before I got into, Black Veil Bride. So I finished that, and then I went to finish Black Veil Bride's second album called Set the World on Fire. I completed that. At this point, I should have already or be dropping out, my review on that album as a whole and what I felt about it. But now, since I'm done with that, I'm back with Citizen Soldier. And like I said, I'm gonna go back and forth between this album and their albums and Black Veil Bride's albums. So I'm gonna go back and forth until I'm done with them both. But yeah, so you're gonna have to be a little patient when I finish this. I'm gonna be doing their third album, so you're gonna have to be patient until that one's done, and then I go back to this. Don't worry, I won't divert it by putting another album from a different band into the middle again this time. I'm just gonna, just go with like the way I stated. Also, you guys probably seen me wear the same shirt multiple times. If you guys haven't checked out my other videos, I explained it in those, so go check it out on those if you want to know why this is the case. I have uploaded quite a bit in one day, so yeah. This is gonna be my last song that I'm gonna react to today, though. For this whole little countless videos that I'm making. So this is the last one, so yeah, let's get into it.
Can you medicate me? Can you feel my pulse? I'm too far to find me. I'm too numb to feel these broken bones staring from the outside. All your ignorance makes it hard to see beneath my skin. I fight a war within. I fight a war within. If these scars could speak, you are in my hell. And all the lies I used to save myself. If these scars could speak, you would know my pain. And all the demons hiding in my rage. If these scars could speak. All the stigma feeding, it sucks the life from me. Now I'm suffocating, all your expectations drowning me. Walls are closing in now. How will I survive? Is it really over? Tell me, will I make it through the night? Will I make it through the night? If these scars could speak, you would in my hell. And all the lies I used to save myself.
Okay, so this song is quite interesting. I don't know what to truly think about it. Obviously, this song is talking about his scars and wanting people to understand what he's been through and what he's dealt with. And I think this is obviously more metaphorical, but in the literal sense, if you do have scars, there's always a story behind it. We've all, not all, but a lot of people have had some physical scars, and you can find some story based off of it, even without knowing the person. Just by looking at them a little, you can tell, kind of a little bit of their situation. But he's talking more about, I think, more metaphorical, like, his mental scars and if they could speak and stuff. Personally, I think the best thing to do is, instead of, because we do see a lot of people who are depressed and they want other people to notice, what's happening to them and stuff. But it's like people can't read your minds. They don't know what you're going through in life if you don't say anything. So if you just sit there expecting them to understand what you're going through and, your pain, it's not very reasonable to think that way. It's like, let's be honest, what you're going through, most people can't tell unless that they're super analytical and stuff, but most people aren't. They're not analyzing somebody unless they're very nosy or a psychologist or whatever. They're not going to analyze you, so they're not going to know what you're going through unless you say something. So if you have pain or you're struggling or something, don't just hold it in and expect them to just know. Say something, speak out. I know it can be hard sometimes. It can be a little it can be a little uncomfortable, but you're going to lead into that anyway. And I do think that's a weird mental space that some people do have. And I don't want to, pick on anybody, but I do think it is kind of a little bit narcissistic to be like, oh, I wish you would notice, all of my struggles. Like, we all struggle, and we can't know truly another person's struggle until you explain it. So just to assume that they should just know and be like, oh my God, it does seem a little narcissistic. Is like, why do you want that? If you could have just gone up and said something, but you just wanted to do that. It's kind of like, oh, look at me, look what I've gone through, look at all the pain I struggled and came out of. And it's like, yeah, that's nice, but that mindset, it is very narcissistic in my opinion to think that way. But yeah, this song as a whole, does sound a lot different than their first album / EP. It does have a different feeling, vibe, the way it's singing. It is a little jarring. I don't know how to place and put it in my mind on what I feel about it. I'll probably have to listen to it more to get a more correct feeling on it, but I don't know if I really like the song or don't. It's just weird to me. So yeah, it's just a little different. So yeah, let's get back into it and let's hear more. Hopefully if I do listen to more, it will become more apparent on what I feel about this song. So yeah, let's get back to it.
Fight a war within. Will I make it through the night? If these scars could speak, you would hear my help. And all the lies I used to save myself. If these scars could speak, you would know my pain. And all the demons hiding in my rage. If these scars could speak.
So that was Citizen Soldier's song called If These Scars Could Speak from the album Relentless. I don't know what to say about this song. I don't know how to truly feel about it. Do I really like it or do I not? I do appreciate the fact that they had quite a bit of transitioning in the song. When songs transition, the sound and style of it, it does make it better because it showcases, to me at least, that they have some level of creativity and some level of nuance to their music, because they want to make some different stylistic changes. They don't want it to be the same way, because I mentioned before that I don't like songs that are very stagnant. I can I can tolerate them and enjoy them at times, but I would rather prefer a song that changes up its flow and how it sounds throughout the song. But I don't know what to say fully about this. I do think it has an important lyrics to it, and that sounds nice, and they have some parts that I really like, but I just can't really tell. It's definitely one of those songs that makes you wonder, what do I feel about it? It's weird, because some songs you can tell instantly, I don't like it, I like it, I might like it, it's okay. and this one is just, I don't really know what to say. So yeah, it might be a weird sentiment to have about it, because I know you guys want to hear it. Do you like it or do you not? I really don't know. I can't really tell you honestly if I like the song or don't. I don't expect to like every song of theirs, but you know, it's very rare for me to listen to a song and, you know, find a song that I don't know if I like it or not. It does happen sometimes, but not usually. So yeah. This album, I think, is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see the rest of the songs, how they go into, especially as a full-length album. I want to see, you know, what they do with the music. And I do think it's cool that ever since they came out, except for 2018, they've been dropping out a new album each year, which is very hard. A lot of artists rarely ever drop out albums that frequently. You can have artists that have been around for 10 years and only have 4 albums out. And then there's artists that have multiple albums out in 1 year. Personally, I would prefer you to spread out a little more, because if you bring out multiple albums very like at once, it just showcases that maybe a lot of the songs are not going to be as great. But once a year, I don't see a problem with that. I don't see a problem with dropping out at least one album once a year. But when you drop out multiple albums a year, it can be a little foggy when it comes to, you know, the how good the music could be throughout all of them. So yeah, I still don't know what to feel about this, but that's it for my analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for next time.